And where are all the good men? Why aren't you looking for good women who are ready to be in a relationship and not sleep around? What are you doing? Where are you?
Welcome back, family. Today we will review this woman who regrets divorcing her husband because she can't find a good man to date her. But before that, as usual, let's review some interesting related clips as a warm-up.
This is what my friends who are married don't understand. First off, it is so difficult to have been single throughout the entire pandemic and go through that profound trauma all alone without some kind of support system. And I also think it's difficult that you're no one's priority. Like there aren't really people checking up on me in the same way as if you have someone to come home to. I don't have a partner. I've been single for at least almost 4 years, since November of 2019, whatever, how long that is. And it's just so difficult because you realize that you have to be your own knight in shining armor, that there's no one coming to save you, that there's no one really is there for you. Like you're alone at the end of the day. And it's so much harder to go through the ups and downs and tumultuousness of life when you don't have companionship and you don't have a partner. And it sucks.
All right, guys, buckle up, because today's story starts with a question that millions of divorced women eventually find themselves asking. After walking away from relationships they once believed were holding them back, many suddenly discover that life on the other side is far more complicated than they imagined. The video opens with a woman openly admitting how difficult it is to face life alone. She describes the emotional burden of navigating years without companionship, support, or someone to lean on during life's toughest moments. While social media often celebrates independence and self-sufficiency, reality can feel very different when there is nobody waiting for you at home. Her words reveal a painful truth that many people refuse to discuss openly. The freedom that once looked exciting can quickly transform into loneliness, uncertainty, and emotional exhaustion when there is no partner beside you to share life's victories and struggles.
From a second divorce. Every choice you make stems from what you believe you deserve. After my divorce, no confidence. It was my mission to get into another relationship and fall in love. I needed to prove to myself that my divorce was the right decision. I needed someone to make me feel like I was worth loving. I didn't know how to do that for myself. And when you're coming from that place of lack, you choose the wrong partners. And here's divorce number 2. Don't do what I did. Take the time to get to know yourself.
Things get even more interesting when we examine how many relationships actually come to an end. According to the discussion, countless women leave stable marriages believing something better is waiting for them somewhere else. Yet many of those same women cannot clearly explain why they ended the relationship in the first place. The next example highlights a divorced woman who openly admitted that after her marriage ended, she immediately sought another relationship. Looking back, she realized that her goal wasn't love at all. Instead, she was desperately searching for validation. She wanted someone else to prove that her divorce had been the correct decision. Unfortunately, making life-changing choices while seeking emotional reassurance often leads people into unhealthy situations. Rather than healing from the previous relationship, they rush toward another one, hoping a new partner will solve problems they haven't yet addressed within themselves.
Yourself for a while. Take some time. Figure out what you like. I just got out of a marriage. I know what I don't like, okay? So let me figure out what I do like. Don't put a time limit on how long I should date myself or how long I should wait to date other people. Don't shame people for wanting to, fuck around and find out.
First of all, who is marrying these kind of women? We can all see the signs that shows that she belongs to the streets. Second, she will get pumped and dumped back to back until the wall hit hard and find herself in a situation like this next woman.
Single dads that are tired of the dating apps, I have a new date proposal. Tomorrow's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Bring the kids over, bring their homework, bring their laundry. I've got all the mom stuff. I will make tacos. We'll see if they get along. You can tackle my honey-do list. I need the shower door fixed, some air filters changed, ring camera batteries changed, and then maybe if there's time and there's a spark, you could mow my lawn. Let me know.
No, thank you.
This is where the story begins, exposing one of the biggest misconceptions surrounding modern dating. Many people encourage newly divorced individuals to spend time finding themselves before entering another relationship. While that advice sounds reasonable on the surface, the reality often becomes much more complicated. The woman featured in the next segment openly rejects the idea of spending years alone trying to rediscover herself. Her argument is simple. After leaving a marriage, she already knows what she doesn't want. Now she wants the opportunity to discover what she does want. The problem is that many people enter this stage without a clear direction or purpose. Instead of gaining clarity, they become trapped in a cycle of casual dating, short-term excitement, and emotional disappointment. What begins as self-discovery often evolves into confusion, leaving many individuals even further away from the stable relationship they originally desired.
So I had a realization today. I've been divorced for 3.5 years, and I went through 1.5 years of counseling after my marriage broke up, and I've dated on and off in that 3.5 years. I don't have any kids, so it was a clean break in my divorce. I'm a church worker. I'm a strong Christian, and I try to live by Christian values when dating. I'm also a woman of the real world and understand, when dating, what it's like to date out in the real world. And it is so hard. It is so hard to find someone who is looking for someone of value, who's not wanting to sleep with someone right away, and who's not wanting to, change their morals because they are a single woman. I just can't understand why it's hard out here for us good women. I don't understand. I'm looking for a good man. It's not like I'm out here, looking to change people or anything like that. It's, I've done the work on myself. Last year I went through a huge weight loss journey, and a guy that I dated last month, I went out with him twice, and both times he was like, "You don't look like your photos. Your photos look like you were a lot thinner than what you were in person." Like, what?
And then comes another example that perfectly illustrates the challenges of modern dating expectations. A single mother jokingly describes what she hopes to find in a future partner. She wants someone who can connect with her children, help around the house, complete repair projects, contribute financially, and somehow still provide romance and excitement at the end of the day. While the comments are delivered humorously, they highlight a growing issue in today's dating world. Many people enter relationships carrying long lists of expectations without considering what they themselves bring to the table. Successful relationships require balance, compromise, and mutual effort. Yet too often, individuals focus entirely on what they hope to receive while overlooking what a potential partner may need in return. This imbalance creates frustration on both sides and makes meaningful connections increasingly difficult to establish.
Are we doing this? Are we really doing that? I don't know why this is hard. I went out for the girlfriend tonight, and we were talking about okay, well, what is it that I need to work on? Because obviously there's something wrong with me because I'm not able to figure out how to be in a healthy, good relationship. And she was like, "Emily, what's wrong with you? I don't understand why you think it's you. Why you always have to change you." And I'm like, I'm the common denominator, right? I'm the one who's not been able to date someone and be in a relationship. And she's like, "What if it's not the right time?" And I was like, "Well, why would God wait this long?" I'm 38. It's not like this has been an easy journey for me of being pregnant. I had 3 miscarriages in my first marriage. My time clock is ticking. I've been in youth ministry for 16 years working with teenagers. I'd love to be a mom. Why is this hard? She's like, "What if it's not you? What if it's just not the right time?" And that's really hard to accept because I'd like to fix something. I'm a fixer. If I can fix it. Do I need to lose some more weight? Do I need to be on a different dating app? Do I need to change something about me? And I hate that answer, that maybe it's not the right time, but maybe it's not the right time. that's really hard to kind of accept. It's really hard. And where are all the good men? Why aren't you looking for good women who are ready to be in a relationship and not sleep around? What are you doing? Where are you?
Now we arrive at the main story, and trust me, this is where things become truly emotional. We meet a Christian woman who divorced her husband several years earlier and believed she had done everything necessary to prepare herself for a healthier future relationship. Following her divorce, she spent extensive time in counseling, worked on personal growth, and focused on rebuilding her life. She describes herself as someone committed to faith, traditional values, and meaningful relationships. Yet despite all of her efforts, she continues struggling to find a partner who shares those same priorities. The dating world she encounters feels completely different from what she expected. Rather than finding people interested in commitment, she repeatedly encounters individuals focused on casual encounters and short-term relationships. As frustration grows, she begins wondering why something she desires so deeply seems increasingly difficult to achieve.